Hi everybody, Red Hill Eagle here. Welcome back to the channel. This is episode 7 of our McMahons Are Back, or The McMahons Are Back. It's not the official name, haven't really got a sort of name for this series, but it's our Premier League wrestling company run by Stephanie McMahon. Just wanted to say quickly, I do like to give a shout out to some other channels, and I've been watching recently the Silver Fox. Check out his channel. He's really new to the game. He's really embracing feedback and tips and all that sort of thing. And I like the way he's going about his company, the way he books and stuff. I really like the way he's going about it. Particularly as I say, he's quite new. He's got a local to global set in Scotland, and he's got a very kind of he's definitely got the essence of Scotland in his company and in his shows. I just think it's worth checking out. So do that if you get the time. Check out some of his videos. He's got a really good series going. So yeah, we're going to crack on with this. So this is our first TV episode since Civil War, our first big event, Premier Live event, where we crowned our first champion, and we crowned our first official tag team champions. But we kicked this show off with John Hennigan in the ring. It's Stephanie McMahon leading the show, and she's celebrating with the new champion of her company, and she makes a point of saying this is her company. And she interfered in the match. She kind of helped Hennigan get the win over Ospreay. Ospreay was the final competitor to enter. Well, he wasn't the final. He was the final before Hennigan. He was the one who Hennigan knocked out last, should I say, to win the belt. But Stephanie did help Hennigan, so she's kind of in the ring, and this is her first champion. This is her company's champion, and maybe what I did wasn't right, but this is my champion. This is my company, and I wanted who I want to be at the top. And that's a rating of 52. But then here comes the money. Yeah, I said at the very beginning we'd have a role for him, and he comes out, and he says, Stephanie, when you formed Premier League Wrestling, you had 50% of your own money and 50% of a consortium. That consortium was led by me. This is not your company. This is our company. Now, I didn't make a fuss at the beginning. I wanted to be a silent holder. I didn't want to get involved. But what you pulled at Civil War is just not on. And I had a feeling you'd do something like this. So I felt I had to come out here tonight, and I had to set the record straight, because I knew you'd do something like this. You'd gone for the pretty boy to help to become your champion. What would your husband think? And Stephanie's sort of about to say something like, don't get him involved, whatever, but Shane just continues. I, as joint shareholder of this company, am booking tonight a championship match between John Hennigan and Benny Ocasio. And so Stephanie's kind of like, she's now got a tail between her legs. She realises that she doesn't own this company outright. We have debuted Shane McMahon, which will be sort of something going forward. Stephanie will take most of the lead. Shane does still kind of want to be in the background a little bit, but we've obviously got him here involved in a bit of a storyline going on. Overall rating for this segment was 59. Bit disappointed at those two. I just think with Steph and Shane on the mic, would have got a little bit better than that. Not sure whether Hennigan may have contributed to that penalty. I don't want to say, not necessarily a penalty, but we've certainly a drop there. I would have expected something a lot better. But we kick the show off as Heath Slater takes on Strickland, and this is a decent match, actually, I'd say. 63 rating, it does say decent match. Strickland gets the win in 12 minutes 28 by pinfall with a swerve stomp. And we just wanted to get Strickland on the card, really, more than anything. Because post-match, Mustafa Ali comes out. Now, Mustafa Ali lost his chance at being in the gauntlet match because Strickland beat him by cheating, and that's what Ali's coming out for now. In a 61 rated segment, Ali confronts Strickland, and he's still calling him a cheater. I should have had your spot in the gauntlet match. It would have been a completely different gauntlet if I'd been involved. I would have gone all the way. I would have won it. You wouldn't have stood a chance. Why did you think that you needed to cheat to beat me, to just be embarrassed in the gauntlet match? And that's, as I say, a rating of 61. We then got some tag team action. Just want to get some tag teams on the go here, really. Really poor match though. 28 rating. I think only one of these is recognisable and everyone else is unimportant. But the hybrid take on Chuck O'Neill and Luke Jacobs. Terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Yeah. The hybrid defeated Chuck O'Neill and Luke Jacobs in 4 minutes 51 when Angelico submitted Chuck O'Neill with a, what's that? A cruceta in a cruceta invertidus. Whatever happened to like backdrop or atomic drop? I don't know. But anyway, there we go. Got a couple of debuts, have we? We've got Luke Jacobs. Okay, yeah. I mean, he's only down as we've literally just got him in as a jobber. But yeah, rating of 28, disappointing, but just wanted to get some tag teams on the card. And then we've got a promo by ABC, the guys who have created their own tag team titles, but lost the final of the tournament at Civil War to MXM for the official Premier League Wrestling Championships. But ABC coming in and I said, why did the Premier League Wrestling even feel the need to create a tag team title? We got a tag team title. It's here. This one came first. The ones we've got around our shoulders, these came first. We're the real tag team champions. There was no need to introduce a second tag team. We applaud to the Premier League Wrestling now to defunct those silly fake belts that MXM cheated to win. Obviously they didn't cheat, but these guys are heels. They lost. They got to have an excuse. The MXM cheated to win against us. Just get rid of those belts. We are the real world tag team champions. Rating of 51. Matt Riddle takes on Murdoch. Yeah, getting a little bit better with the match ratings. 64. Decent wrestling, but not much crowd heat. But it's Riddle that gets the win over Murdoch in 7 minutes 20 by pinfall with a floating bro. So yeah, we've got we've got a storyline on the go. It's Ziggler and Riddle. This started at Civil War when Ziggler basically interfered in the Civil War match after he was eliminated. He then came out to help Riddle get eliminated, and so we had Ziggler come down during this match just to watch what was going on, and then post match, as Riddle celebrates, he thinks Ziggler's gone, no sign of him, but then from behind, Ziggler smacks him one, beats him up, beats him down, whatever you want to call it. Up and down, they mean the same thing, don't they? So yeah, there's just a bit of a beat down, and then Ziggler's kind of like just shouts in his face as Riddle's lying on the floor, and then walks off. Rating of 61. More tag team action. I'm not expecting much from the tag teams at the moment because most of our tag teams are made of unimportant wrestlers. Again, I think all of these are jobbers. It might say here, or unimportant, I should say. Yeah, turned off by having a match outside the pre-show between workers that they didn't have any investment in. So I always say to people, you can have one, you can have one match between jobbers that's, as long as the rest of the show is strong, one match shouldn't make a difference. It's disappointing our other tag team match was also pretty poor. But yeah, 24 rated match, little heat and embarrassing wrestling. Wow. Okay, yeah, everyone getting a score in the 20s. I haven't gone through these actually, have I, this week? I do keep a note. Now because I do sort of want to track where people are going. But yeah, they're all pretty poor. But it's the Von Erichs that get the win. It was Babatunde and Darwin Finch taking on the Von Erichs, and it's the Von Erichs that get the win in 6 minutes 30 when Darwin Finch was pinned by Ross Von Erich with a Fritzinator. Yeah, it's a poor one, but another tag team match. Backstage, we then got Zack Sabre sort of just walking around, and then he comes across Selena De La Renta's office, and the door opens, and out steps Riddick Moss. Now, Riddick Moss impressed Selena at Civil War. Kind of impressed her a little bit, leading up to that, but at Civil War, she kind of implied that she wanted to speak to Riddick Moss, and he comes out, and he just sort of claps his hands and rubs them and says, just signed a contract, I've got a new manager. So Selena De La Renta will now be Riddick Moss's manager. We've got Zack Sabre sort of feuding with AJ Francis over her signature as well. They both want her to be their manager. But Riddick Moss has got a contract here. And then when Riddick Moss sort of disappears, Zack Sabre just goes to sort of open Selena's door, but he hears the door lock. He tries it, he can't get in, and he just walks off. So yeah, two storylines going here. We've got the dominant force, the Riddick Moss dominant force story, and the story regarding Selena De La Renta looking for clients. Alex Hammerstone takes on Mike Bailey, and it's a victory for Bailey in 9 minutes 36 by pinfall with a shooting star knee drop. Now Hammerstone was distracted in this one, and I don't know why it doesn't do it anymore. I don't think it does it on any matches anymore. I'm sure I had him be distracted. Elijah should interfere against Alex Hammerstone. So Alex Hammerstone, yes, Elijah interfered. Elijah's the face, but he's kind of getting a bit fed up. Alex Hammerstone stole his ticket to get a better number in the gauntlet. So obviously Elijah's going to be a bit pissed off. And he comes in and he distracts, or interferes, I should say, in this match, helping Mike Bailey get the win. I also wanted to give Mike Bailey some love. He's a decent worker, and I kind of want to push him a little bit. I certainly don't want to bury him. So yeah, I wanted to, and I think he's sort of suffered a few losses already, so I wanted to give him a victory. And a rating of 65 isn't too bad. We then got a social media segment with J Rose, and he talks a little bit about the PLW first, and we kind of recaps a little bit about Civil War, and then it says that next week there will be a big announcement regarding the champion, John Hennigan, and his match at the next Premier Live event, which is Wrestle Rock. So yeah, next week we'll find out John Hennigan's match at Wrestle Rock. Rating of 42, this one. And then it's our main event. It's John Hennigan defending the Premier League Wrestling Championship against Benny Ocasio. And Hennigan gets the win, but he only gets it by count-out in 11 minutes 12. A good heat and decent wrestling. Rating of 64, which isn't too shabby. John Hennigan was off his game, so maybe could have got a little bit more out of that. And it's defence number 1 of the title. But I did have Hennigan also cheat, so it hasn't come up here. He basically smacked Ocasio with a foreign object while he was outside the ring, and he just flat on the floor, and Hennigan got the win by count-out. I mean, I wanted Hennigan to get the win, but I didn't want it to be a clean victory of any sort against Ocasio. So what do we get overall? 63, decent, and we have increased our popularity again across the 31 regions. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. That's not too bad. Maybe could have been a bit better in some places. Definitely need to start getting some of our tag teams over, or even looking to recruit some more popular tag teams, really. Still trying to get people over. I'm going to cut now and we'll go to the main screen. I just want to have a look where people are pop-wise. Right, let's have a look then. I wanted to, just have a look. I normally do this after every pay-per-view or every Premier Live event, but I didn't do it this time around. I normally just like to see if anyone's kind of moved up. I mean, not really. Riddle, maybe? He might have only been well known. Yeah, I think so, possibly. Still got, some loads of recognisable. These are the guys we've got to get over, but, we've got to be clever about it because we're not going to get great scores from their matches. I think I've got to probably choose a good 4 or 5 to push and literally just push those and everyone else loses. I mean, 50-50 booking doesn't work anyway. If everyone gets over, then no one gets over. So I've got to kind of pick 4 or 5. I mean, Elijah's got to be one of them. I'd like to get Bo Taylor over. Josh Alexander, maybe. Mace Madden and Mansoor I'd like to, but I'm not quite sure based on their sort of performances so far. Riddick Moss I'd like to, but I mean, he's still quite young. Okay, I mean, this Zack Sabre. I mean, to be fair, there's probably a good 6 or 7 I'd like to get over. So I'll probably just really need to concentrate on them now. So that's that. That's probably it for this show, isn't it? For this episode. I hope you've liked it. Again, I'm still looking for tips and hints and any sort of ideas of what I could be doing with some of these guys. And go forth and enjoy yourselves until the next episode. I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.